Welcome to week 5 and fabulous Las Vegas. We're on an OU bye week, so what better place to be to come watch all the games than Las Vegas and Circa. We're going to have a great time down here, great NFL weekend. As usual, Vegas is a little allergic to drones, so we're going 1,000 miles due north of here to Missoula, Montana, and fly over to the University of Montana Grizzlies football stadium. Enjoy that. Stick around for all the great picks. We've made a lot of money so far. That's why we're out here. We're seeing if we should live here.
I was born a rambling man with swamp water on my hands. Daddy died so young and I had to help Mama get by. So I learned how to sing those songs. I learned how to honky-tonk moan. And I learned how to sleep in a different bed every night. Sometimes we slept in the car. Lots of times we slept in some old bar. Well, then we got a bus and we thought we were flying real high. But the best place I ever stayed, where I really learned how to sing and how to play, I got the good times on my mind at the Hotel Whiskey. Lord, I wanna go back down there to Hotel Whiskey. Oh, I wanna drink and dance and watch the ladies prance and get frisky. Yes, I do. No, I'm not gonna worry about driving a car. I'll go up and get a room and bring my old guitar. I got the good times on my mind down there at Hotel Whiskey. I'm not a kid anymore, but this ain't no midlife crisis, because of whiskey and women have always been my vices. I'm gonna buy a drink and take it to the band and talk to that gal that's got my heart in her hand. I got the good times on my mind down there at Hotel Whiskey. Lord, I wanna go back down to Hotel Whiskey. I'm gonna drink and dance and watch the women prance and get frisky. Oh, yes, indeed. No, I'm not gonna worry about driving a car. I got a bottle and a room and my old guitar. I got the good times on my mind down at the Hotel Whiskey. What you say, Clint? Think before I die, I wanna tie one on and go with you and listen to them songs. I got the good times on my mind. Yeah, well, let's blow it out one more time. Well, Hank, let's all go unwind down at the Hotel Whiskey.
Hey, welcome into college football week 5. And OU has made it to a bye week at 4-0. They're off for the week. This group isn't off. We're going to be in Vegas by the time you're watching this. Bob is back. Big Game Bob is back.
That's right. Behind me, you can't see all the tinfoil I got hanging back there. It's awesome.
We figured out better internet in Little Rock,
That's
which is
right.
good. And it looks like we may have some breaking news. The breaking news is I picked a hell of a time to stop drinking this week. And
Wait,
I intend to
stop
check
drinking
in
today?
I intend to check into Hotel Whiskey tomorrow, but I'm going to stop off at Cafe Caramel along the way because, gentlemen, we got some horrendous news that John Mateer has a broken hand and is out for who knows how long. It's the first pod game visor toss. Get it out of here. Oh,
Very appropriate.
It's a rough one.
Devastating. I mean, if he doesn't come back, the season's done. Like, there's no that he was the linchpin. There is no way to come back from this.
I think
He'll be back.
for Texas. Yeah.
He'll be back. This is a 3-week kind of situation. Talk to my son. He's on the ground in Norman. All the guys are talking. They're thinking, like a 2 to 3 week deal. This could not have come. Obviously, we don't want this news, but it couldn't have come at the right time. We got a bye week and we've got a cupcake. And so we've got about 18 days before kickoff at the Cotton Bowl. So, we don't want this news, but we got a little bit of time to play with here and let's see what happens.
Yeah, and I think we're in a lot better shape than last year. Our defense is a lot better.
Way better.
Our receivers, we actually have some receivers. Canick, we have a tight end. That guy could be an All-American. I mean,
Crazy.
They found somebody there. Offensive line is better, but they're dinged up. And Hawkins has another year, so he'll be better. But, man, if we don't have him against Texas, my God, come on.
Yeah.
That Texas defense is stout. To put
It's really
Hawkins
good.
in on that.
Might be 0-0.
Hey, I'll take that. I'll take
Yeah.
a 0-0 tie. That's a win. Without Mateer, heck yeah.
Very good point. The under's looking good.
Whatever
Yeah.
it is.
It is. Well, I mean, that situation is going to play itself out. Nothing we can do about that right now. Let's go to breaking news item number 2. Mike, roll the video from week 1.
Oklahoma State. And I'm a man. I'm 40. Mike Gundy really on the hot seat now, I would think. Oklahoma State, 5.5 wins is the under over there. It's plus 140 on the over. You're getting a little juice if you want to pick the over. Minus 170 on the under. What do we got, Kurt?
All right. So, and by the way, I had to hold my breath as I was handicapping Oklahoma State Cowboy football. Maybe they get to 5 wins, like maybe, but I definitely love that under. I'm going for a 4-8 record.
Yeah, I have them going 2-10. I have them beating UT Martin and Tulsa. And I'm not sure about Tulsa, just because I don't know what Tulsa's going to put on the field, because they're going to come in having gotten blown away by Oregon.
I lost you guys.
And they could just be shattered. They may be giving up. They may not even show
Good
it.
point.
They may be drunk. I don't know. So, yeah, I have them 2-10. I think the under's a blood bank guaranteed lock for sure.
That's a great point, Mike. And just real quick, Wes, I was going to say, they have that Oregon game in week 2, right? They're wanting to get off to a good start after 9 straight losses to finish last season. And that is just like, they're just going to get destroyed there. I mean, I'm talking like this could be like a 68-7 game, and they score that 7 on a late touchdown. And then you got to come off of that game to have some momentum for the season. I think that's going to be a little bit tough for them. So,
But I think they find a way to win 6 games and get to a bowl. It's just what Mike Gundy does. And they're going to, by the end of the year, they're going to dial it in.
wow.
Visor toss number 2.
I mean, I need a hat toss on that one. Golly.
Well, you guys
What?
are right on the money. I mean, wow,
What did
Kurt,
I
you almost
say?
picked the score.
What did I say? 68-7 against Oregon.
yeah.
And what was it? 69-3?
69-3.
Yeah, I was pretty, I came close
Yeah.
there.
Crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy. And Mike, I thought you were crazy, but wow.
Hey,
On the
Tulsa is
money
a
there.
team to reckon with if they're playing Oklahoma State. So, that's a big
I
deal.
mean, I assess it this way. I mean, I'm surprised he held on for so long, quite honestly. After that Oregon loss, and all the donors up there, they were pissed. I think somebody said, I'm writing the check right now. He's out.
He's been on the hot seat for a while. I mean, he has not been able to pull a team together, even when he's had some talent. But he also hasn't been able to pull the right kind of talent to have a full team for a while. So I think they just got tired. They need fresh blood, fresh perspective. So
well, and I think what's also interesting about it is he fired all the coaches last year. Everyone there is brand new. He brought in a lot of new players in the portal. He said something like 65 of them. I'm wondering in this era of the transfer portal, none of these guys will be retained next year.
Right.
They're basically playing for themselves. This could get even uglier. And I was reading the Tulsa World this morning, and when I read it, that's when I called Kurt and I said, is Baylor still minus 20.5? I want to lock that in right now because it seemed like something was imminent. Like those guys knew this morning.
Well, and the news came in and the line went up to minus 21. I don't know what it is now, but it jumped a half point in favor of Baylor kind of right after that. But my take on it is kind of two things. Obviously, they need to make that change. But after 21 years to get kind of fired, in that situation, I mean, he is Oklahoma State football. I would have thought that maybe, the season is over, obviously, but maybe they gracefully exit him, after the season.
Work out a buyout or something.
Yeah, but firing someone like this, kind of embarrassing for someone that's given so much to the program.
I have to feel that he made this decision himself. He's like, listen, you don't like it, you fire me. Because I don't think they wanted this to happen this way. I think this was more him being like, I'm happy to go fish for the rest of the season. You guys are either with me or you're not. And they were like, we're not with you. Later. Fire me and pay me my money.
That's a good point.
Yeah, this is classic American Airlines to me, right? He was ready to go. He was just like, okay, go ahead, fire me.
He was ready.
I'll take my money. And he was just kind of sitting doing things that I don't think he was into it at all. And he was very upfront on Monday and said, no, I plan to coach here next year too. So if you want to take me out, go ahead. I'm not leaving.
Well, he's got $15 million to get himself a new haircut. So
yeah, does not feel bad for Mike Gundy.
No, he's
right? No.
At all.
Good point.
At all.
Well, and not only that, if he wants it, he can get another job. He is a good coach. So if he decides he wants to do something, there's programs out there that would be happy to take him.
I think this era has passed him by with the
NIL.
I don't think he likes NIL and paying the players, but I think he'd be great on ESPN or Fox.
Oh, he'll be great for sure. Absolutely. He's got personality.
Yeah.
Well, but he was 40 then. Is he 50 even yet? I mean, he's still young, isn't he?
He's like 58.
Yeah.
50. Oh shit. He's that old?
18 years ago.
Oh, wow. Lord,
he's
I'm
a
old.
man. He's 58.
Okay.
He's an old man now.
Yeah, 58. Well, 58, you're already thinking about when you can start to pull out from your, 401k. You're looking at what your drawdown options are. So, yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
All right,
All right, gentlemen.
last week, Kurt did pretty well.
Hell of a comeback, Kurt.
Yeah, I mean, what happened? Started 0-5 and 12-2-1 since. So I've kind of turned it around. I got the hot hand. So we are headed into Vegas week and excited to continue that streak. But looking at that is a pretty thing.
Yeah.
These guest pickers need to pick it up a little bit. They've been terrible.
Oh, well, that Auburn pick they're still little red ass on that one too. Like well, all about deception.
I'm sure he's smiling today though.
Yeah. I think John, may be wanting to claim that as a victory or a tie there, like Auburn likes to. So, loved having him on last week. Yeah, great time.
Wes, what were you saying that Auburn's the new OSU? I'm reading all this on the internet. Speaking of all the karma and all of the boohoo, and oh my God, they like
to claim wins. So
yeah, and they like to bitch a lot.
Yeah. Tech looked really, really good. I don't know how much you guys got to see of that game, but they looked they dominated Utah. Good. They were never even around. It was pretty. Yeah. Your fake Patrick Mahomes looked pretty darn legit. That's Nebraska. Sorry, that's Nebraska.
No. Michigan is the one that looked legit. I mean, they tore off some long runs in that game, And
Yeah.
that game, ended up a 3-point game, but it wasn't that close.
No.
I thought Michigan just pushed Nebraska around, and Michigan looks like a good team.
I think that's the game, by the way. That's the win that catapulted OU a spot or two above kind of where we thought we would land.
I agree.
And Michigan is ending up as a really, really good team, and we had a really solid win against them, so that helped us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Auburn, I mean, spoiler alert, we don't pick it. I think Auburn can beat A&M. I think Auburn's going to turn into a really good win for us this year too. They're not a bad team. They've got good defense. Jackson Arnold has definitely improved. That it could be a good win for us.
You just gave me a little foreshadowing there for the end of the show, Mike.
You're welcome.
We'll see what comes up after that. But
All right.
let's get into next week.
All right.
Okay.
So we have, because this is a big week. This is where we really test ourselves. I mean, we always say if we're really good at picking games, let's move to Vegas.
Right.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right. So up first, we have our favorite team to love out on the West
Yeah.
Coast. Tebow and USC -7 at Illinois, under over 59.5. Kurt, tell me what you think about this.
Yeah, so I'll keep this kind of short and sweet. USC arguably may have the best quarterback in the nation. I mean, this guy, Jaden, I don't know how you pronounce it, maybe Mayava. 1,200 yards passing, 9 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. USC's looking solid at 4-0. I hate to say that, but and then Illinois, on the other hand, absolutely got drubbed at Indiana, 63-10. And Illinois was a top 10 team. I think they dropped 18 or 17 spots, something like that, in this latest poll. USC has gone over 5 of their last 6. Illinois has gone over in their last 3. I mean, I like, looking at the trends. Illinois is going to have to score a ton of points to win this game. So I like over 59.5. Just circled that one, and that's where I'm going.
I 100% agree with your logic. I actually had SC initially, and then I just didn't trust that fella out west to be able to come through for me and cover. So I went with the over. I think Illinois is going to bounce back. They're not a bad team. Indiana just made them look like they were terrible. And I think we're going to see a lot of points scored here because at the end of the day, it is still a Lincoln Riley team, and he does like to give up points even when he scores 100. So this is about that time of the year where he forgets that there's another 11 guys that have to play.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, even though my mom's in Atlanta, I'm going to have to go with USC on this one. I just think that their offense is just way too good for Illinois. They haven't played the best opponents, and Indiana just ran all over them, and I think USC is going to do the same. Probably going to hit the over by themselves, I think, USC. So I'm going with USC.
Mike, it isn't Tifo, it's Tebow. And that's that bitch out west. Let's be
I'm trying to keep it
clear
PG.
about that.
I'm keeping it PG. My
No
mom
PG
watches
on
this.
Let's just not say the F word, which I'm trying hard not to. So, I mean, Illinois last week, Indiana maybe they're the real deal. They
Legit.
look great. They threw Mendoza threw 5 touchdown passes. Illinois had 7 3-and-outs. Illinois had cornerbacks going down left and right. Maybe that's part of it, but their pass, Illinois' pass defense efficiency is 105. You look at USC, their pass efficiency is number 3. Their total offense is number 3, and their scoring offense is number 5.
Pretty good.
Give me USC.
Nice.
Yeah. Next, man, this is going to be a fun one. I like this one, Bob. You're going to like this.
Man, yeah.
You may catch some flack from people about this. Notre Dame giving up 5.5 points at Arkansas. The under-over on that 64.5. Tell me about the trends on this, Kurt.
There's a few trends on this. The lean is over 64.5 points. That's not my pick. I'm going to get into that in a second. But Notre Dame has gone over in 5 straight games. Arkansas has gone over in 4 of their last 5 games. So I do like that over 64.5. Looking at, Arkansas, Notre Dame, these teams, they're in tight games. Notre Dame, 2 straight losses, or I'm sorry, 2 tough losses at Miami, and obviously that 40-41 loss to A&M, and then Arkansas two losses more recently at Memphis and at Ole Miss. I just think, I love the home dog. That's always my mantra. You're giving me 5.5. I think this is going to be a field goal type of game. I just feel like at the end it's going to be, a fire drill on the field, one of these last second, shots. So I'll take the 5.5 at home and go with that.
I like that. I think you're right. It's probably going to be close. My thought is you've got two teams here that both are probably feeling a little heat. They both need to win. But if Notre Dame doesn't win this game, I don't think they have a chance of getting into the CFP. Like they only are going to play maybe one more top 25 opponent this year. So they really have to have this win to get a quality SEC road win. I think that Notre Dame's going to pull it out. I think they're going to win. I hope they win by 6 or more, but I'm just not seeing enough with Arkansas to believe that they're quite there. And I think Notre Dame needs it just a little bit more. So I'm taking the Irish.
Okay.
Well, yeah, everybody here is on suicide watch with these two losses that they've had. I mean, they were in great scoring position. Just 2 fumbles at the very end of the game where they were ready to score and win them. They could be 4-0 very easily. But I mean, Pittman is on the hottest seat in town. I'm not going to be surprised if Arkansas wins this game straight up, but I think the attitude up there, I would hope that it's sold out, but I think a lot of people are just really against this program right now. It is just all negative on the radio, and I'm going with Notre Dame. I think they're just going to run the ball all over them. Their defense is terrible. The over is probably the play because Arkansas scores a ton of points. But that quarterback, he just can't keep leading the team in rushing and passing and keep that up without him getting hurt. So, like I said, Arkansas might win, but I'm going with Notre Dame.
Okay, this is the way I look at it. I mean, Arkansas, 2 tough losses. They lost on the road to Ole Miss. They could have won that game. I think Ole Miss is pretty damn good. I've been impressed with them so far and their backup quarterback. Last week at Memphis, tough place to play. Why isn't Memphis ranked? I think they might be the top group
That's the
of
question.
5.
Yeah.
I think they're a damn good team. And Arkansas was ahead in that game at
18.
halftime. Yeah, they're up by 18. They're up in the second half. They just let that one slip away. They had the ball at the 7. They fumbled the ball. They kick a field goal. You win that game. So I think it's just a lot of bad luck for Arkansas so far. I think Taylor Green is a pretty damn good quarterback. I'll take him over C.J. Carr, and I'll take the 5.5 points. I think Arkansas wins this thing outright. And I think Sam Pittman, he's going to crack open an ice-cold beer after this game and enjoy a big victory over Notre Dame, and I think Notre Dame is out. So,
all right, I'm thinking, can I switch? Is it too late?
Yeah,
You guys convinced me. I like this.
Don't
Go
let me
Big
convince
Suey.
you. Yeah. Other than looking at the record at the top of my name, that's pretty damn good.
Excellent. Wes and I have the hot hand, and that's all I'm saying.
I mean, that might be a little money line sprinkle actually there, but
exactly. Yeah, I like it.
Let's move on to game number 3. We have LSU getting 2.5 points at Ole Miss under over 55.5. Kurt?
All right, so the home team in this series, I was looking at this trend. So each of the last 10 times that these teams have played each other, the home team has covered 9 of the 10. So that leads me to an Ole Miss minus 2.5 here. Again, I just think Ole Miss has a little bit too much. Like you said earlier, they're a solid team. They play the Sooners coming up soon. LSU also beat Florida earlier, 20-10, and I think that was a bit of a less than impressive showing. So I'm just going with the home here. Minus 2.5, Ole Miss over LSU to the bank.
Nice. Yeah, I'm going to go with LSU. I think give me a couple of points. And during a day game, Lane Kiffin will still be, a little woozy. He won't be fully awake. And I think LSU's gonna pull this out. They need to win badly. And I think that they've got enough of the skills there. I like that quarterback. I think he's a really legit kid. And so I think LSU goes and beats them at the Grove.
I got a couple of notes here, and mine just say low score. I think LSU's defense is so good. Ole Miss is they can put up some points, but I think LSU is just going to hold them down. And Lane Kiffin's still really upset that his daughter is dating this linebacker from LSU, and he's going to make some bad calls because of it.
Hope so.
Hey,
And
Bob.
if Mike and I both agree on the same thing, y'all better go the other way.
It's true.
Hey, Bob, I like the birds on your back porch there. Kind of sounds like the Masters there. Really nice, serene feel there. But
Bunch
yes,
of mosquitoes out here too, but y'all can't see them.
I will be going the other way, and I'm on Team Kurt with this one. I watched the end of that Ole Miss Arkansas game, and I thought that was Austin Simmons out there playing, and it was Trinidad Chambliss.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Trinidad Chambliss? He's only dominating the end of that Arkansas game, but also the Tulane game. Yeah, I kind of thought that Tulane might have a play on Ole Miss last week, and Tulane got crushed.
Yeah,
I mean, Ole Miss so far looks good. Trinidad Chambliss, back-to-back weeks, has thrown for 300 plus. The guy won a natty for Division II Ferris State last year. I mean, Lane Kiffin may have lucked onto something here, may have found something. I really liked LSU at the start of the year, but they have just not looked right. That Clemson win doesn't look near as good anymore.
No.
So, give me Ole Miss and the Grove to win.
Can I switch this one too? You've convinced me on this one as well.
We're good, Mike. We're good.
Okay. Game number 4, we have Alabama +3 at Georgia, between the hedges. And I think this says 53.5 is the under/over. Kurt, let's hear it.
So, again, with some trends, the last 10 times these teams have played, Alabama has won 9 of them. So, and 4 of the last 5, one of the last 5 was a bowl game situation, or it was a playoff in early January a couple of years ago. But the other 4 times were in Tuscaloosa. So I think Georgia, -3 here, automatic. Georgia's going to win this game. They're looking for some revenge. They're looking to get a rare W versus Alabama. Georgia's always good. It's going to be a smash mouth type game. Lean to the under. I'm thinking, more like a 28-20 Georgia victory, but I'll take Georgia -3 here.
Yeah, I like the under as well, but I'm taking Georgia. Alabama doesn't have a quarterback. They haven't figured it out. They're just not going to figure it out. Georgia is going to stop them, and Gunner's going to put up enough points. He put up a lot of yards last week. He's going to be able to keep that up. So Georgia's going to roll. I think they win by 7 or 10 or 12 even.
I think it's going to be a good smash mouth football game. I'm going with the under on this one. Both teams have given up 11 and 13.5 points per game, respectively. I just think this thing's got all the makings of a under boring game.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't even know what we're talking about here. I mean, Georgia found a way to beat Tennessee in a thrilling game at one of the toughest places to play in college football. And I think Tennessee is pretty damn good. What has Bama done so far this year? They beat Whiskey. They're a terrible
Everyone's
team.
beating Whiskey, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. Whiskey may defeat somebody this weekend, but
Exactly.
Not on the field though.
but I will be running with the dogs as well. Give me Georgia between the hedges, and I'll give up the 3 points. Okay, let's go to the last game that we're picking here. It's Oregon +3.5 at Penn State. Over/under is 52.5. What do you say, Kurt?
All right, so Penn State has lost 4 straight games against the spread. Both teams are undefeated, but honestly, my question is, who has Penn State played? What have they done to, deserve a top 5 ranking the way they are? Kind of looking at that. Oregon, getting points anywhere, playing against anyone is an absolute gift in my mind. Oregon is just solid, and you're giving me more than a field goal. There is no question that +3.5 is the play for me. Maybe even a money line, but I think they're going to come in, take that trip over to the East, and come out with a W.
Yeah, there's no doubt Dan Lanning knows what he's doing. Oregon looks good. They've reloaded after losing a ton of talent. I don't know enough about Penn State. They haven't played anybody to truly tell me, are they any good yet? This is going to be the game. I do know that Penn State has put all their chips for this season. This is we're going to win the national championship kind of season. So if that's going to happen for them, they've got to beat Oregon. So I think that they're going to throw the entire playbook at them. I think Oregon's going to come back, punch it. And I think ultimately we're going to hit over 52.5. I think we're going to get those points. And I'll take the over on this one.
Yeah, I disagree with you, Mike. I think Oregon's going to be in for their toughest battle, obviously, of the year. And I think Penn State's been gearing up for this game. They probably have not been showing everything, holding some stuff back, just waiting for this big game. And I think it's their first tough test. And I just think Penn State pulls it out.
Okay. Penn State doesn't have a big game, Bob. We do have one on this podcast. They wish they had a big game, Bob. They do not win big games. And Penn State, Kurt, you were asking, who have they played? Nevada,
No one.
FIU, and Villanova. Sounds like a tough basketball schedule. But who has Oregon played? Well, they've played another Power 4 team. They played Oklahoma State.
That's right.
Well,
So I'm
there's
taking
that.
the Ducks because I know the Ducks have speed. I don't really trust that Penn State has wide receivers after we saw them all of last year. Maybe they do. I'm not buying it. Give me the Ducks and 3.5 points.
Well, and I will add that Oregon did play Penn State last season, and Oregon did win 45-37. So big high scoring game. So, I think we're going to have a little bit more of the same here. So I like a high scoring game, and Oregon to cover that.
All right, so this is what we have going into Vegas. This will just be the tip of the iceberg on what we're picking there. So, just to shut this thing down, let's talk about. You guys have some money line favorites. What do we like money line? There's always a team. Like last week, it was Syracuse beating Clemson. There's always a couple of these money line games. I know Kurt likes to bet the other way and bet bet $100 on the or bet $1,000 on the Cowboys to win $100 and need a watermelon onside kick to get the Cowboys to win.
Well, look, the way it works, and I've told our other friend John Twining about this, is that when we go out to Circa and their sports book, they have a special board on one side of the TVs where they pick like the 10 big games of the day, and they do live betting on those games on commercial breaks. So a lot of times you'll get a team that's pretty solid down 14 in the second quarter, and you may be getting plus 375 to win that game. And so there's tons of opportunities there to throw 30, 40, 50 bucks on some of those, and you can really clean up. And if you lose 30, 40, no big deal. But if they win, you win 200, whatever. So I like to play off of that board. So in some of these cases where you have a close matchup on some of these spreads, sometimes it's best not even to bet it, but kind of see how the game starts and then hit that live board.
So who do you like? What's your money line pick this week, Kurt?
I honestly, truthfully, I've handicapped these games. I haven't gone into the others, but there will be a whole lot of that. Wes, I know you sent your pick sheet out, and I did get that. So hopefully you're going to print out a number of copies.
I will do that. And notice the pick sheet. I don't know if you can see it. We got the money line on the pick sheet this week.
Nice.
And it is Pacific Standard Time.
That is right. Well,
Yes.
for us, it is.
Just
for
for
everybody
us.
else on Muntz Club, it will be Central Standard Time.
Right.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
okay, who do we?
I'll give
you
you-
guys have
I'll
picks
give
on
you
money
money
line? I got a couple.
I got one.
Good.
I like UCF at K-State. I'm not convinced that K-State is got it. Avery Johnson, I think he threw for like 12 yards or something last week. I'm not sure what happened there. Actually, it was make 50 or 80, but it was terrible. I think there might be something there. I think there's problems within the K-State program. So I like that. It's plus 195 or so.
I'm circling that now. I like that one too. Here's who I have. I'm kind of looking, since I'm picking Arkansas, looking at them at home. They're a plus 180. $100 wins $180. That's pretty tasty. And I also looked at the Oregon. Oregon is plus 143. So $100 wins 143. But here's what I really like. Leading into what you're saying earlier, Mike. Auburn at Texas A&M. I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of like Auburn to run the ball early. I think John Offenlock was saying this last week, and then throw the ball to Cam Coleman
Yeah, he's
late.
beast.
That'll really open up that game. A&M, not the best versus the rush. We saw that against Notre Dame. So maybe there's a big chance there. That game is Texas A&M Texas A&M minus 6.5, which means I'm gonna look for it. Okay, the money line is
200.
Auburn plus 196, almost a 2-for-1 game.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Give me that one.
I think Auburn is still butthurt from last week, and A&M's coming off that huge win in South Bend. I think they come home. I think they're riding real high. Kyle Field's going to be rocking. I don't like Auburn there at all. But we can disagree.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't think the players are butthurt. I think the fans are butthurt.
Well,
Yeah, I
that's
think
true.
the players, they held a really strong scoring OU to a bunch of field goals.
Right.
They were able to put some long passing plays together. They were able to stop or at least slow down our defense a few times. And OU's defense is a lot better than A&M's defense.
I think Auburn's a pretty damn good team.
Yeah, I think they've got something. I think Hugh Freeze has got something. I think they found a few things that they can improve on. I don't hate the Auburn money line. I don't know if they win, but I'll probably be rooting a little bit for them.
Well, if you pick money line, you got to hope for a win.
Well, yeah. I hope for a lot of my bets, but you can see I'm 9-10-1. Hopes and prayers and unicorn farts. It doesn't.
And we're only getting 2-1 on the money line as opposed to taking almost a touchdown. So, that's maybe if it was 2-1 and you're giving up like 3 points, but 6.5. I mean, my gosh, I would hope for
That
a little
sounds
bit
way
better
too
than 2-1.
smart. That's way too smart betting for me. I bet purely on heart.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like the Aggies to win that one, but.
Well, I want to see what your reverse money line is, Kurt. I want to see your $100 down to win 1,000. Who's that going to be?
I only do that once every 10 years, and that's less than 10 years ago. So
I've done
that
that
was a
twice
miracle
this season,
win.
and I'm done.
Better
with
not
that.
be
I'm
the Cowboys.
that is, Mike. Let's talk about
Madison Keys and the Baltimore Ravens. No, we're never speaking of either of those
Yes,
teams.
let's
ever
talk
again.
about taking huge favorites and for guaranteed
and watching them
W's.
lose. Oh my God. How do the Ravens lose at home last night? That's embarrassing. Although the Lions are pretty good, and I like that.
Well, that's just the Lions had a total chance to win that game. I mean, they're a very good team, and they had a couple like early losses, right, or at least one. So they were hungry. So that's why I picked them.
They are Lions. They are hungry.
Yeah, they're right. Exactly. So
I think Baltimore's got to go to KC this week too. So
I think they beat KC.
Yeah.
KC is they're not it this year.
they're not it. Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah.
It.
They struggled with New York.
Yeah. Did you see
New York
Jackson
should have had
Dart
a
is starting? They're going to start
Dart.
Jackson Dart.
are they?
Yes, he's been announced
Good
as
for
the
him.
starter. Russell Wilson is on the bench, so that did happen. And Dart came in and he flourished there for a little while before they put Wilson back in to throw another bomb down the field against the Cowboys. But Dart looked good, so I think the Giants realizes that this is not their year. I mean, they haven't had a year. They'll go 2-14 every year, and then they'll win the Super Bowl, right? That's what they do. They do have 2 Super Bowls in recent history. So, but give Dart a chance. We'll see what he does.
Nice.
All right, let's see you boys in Vegas.
Yes,
See you in
we
Vegas.
may be a bit bleary-eyed on the next month's club, but
Be from working out at the gym all the time and from
Yeah.
praying and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
we're going to Vegas boot camp.
Appreciate y'all letting me come back and redeem.
Hey,
Yeah,
it was much better connection. Great work there, Bob.
Thanks, guys.
You guys are still watching this video? Okay. Well, then come on to our version of Hotel Whiskey. This is the best sports casino on the planet. Let's go check out inside. Okay, the first thing you see when you come inside, Circa, is the 165-foot long mega bar, largest or longest in Nevada, with 46 televisions and 120 beers on tap. Let's follow Kurt. This is the best sports book in the world, double decker. Play video poker along the rails. There's all the live action there. We will be down there on Saturday.